Dapper Inez. Drop another review on y'all. And I'm excited about this review that I'm doing today because this is on something that I backed on Indiegogo. I'm going to say probably a little over a year ago, give or take. I've been waiting for this to come out, and a funny story, I have backed two different items that are very similar, but it's funny because the second item that I backed came out before the first item that I backed. And me personally, I think that this one that I have now is probably better than the first one. So depending on how this review turns out and how this works out, I think I may even cancel the first one. So without further ado, the review we're going to be doing today is of the BAM. This is Travis the Translator. Now, like I said, this is on Indiegogo. I'll put the links in the description because I believe you still can buy them. You know, the way Indiegogo, Kickstarter, they all sell stuff. They all offer things for severely reduced prices, you know, to get them going so they can build the product or whatever and get it out there. And then depending on how popular it gets, then they drastically mark up the price, sometimes 50, even 75% higher than what they initially sold it for on Indiegogo to get backers in. So I was one of the original backers, and my product finally came in, and so we're going to do a review of it. So quick look at the box. A nice little generic box, nothing too fancy, you know, cut down on costs. I can't be mad at them. You got your little information on the back. You focus in a little bit. Bam, those are the little specs of the device, almost kind of like cell phone specs. There's your barcode, your IMEI code, I should say. So I imagine this has some kind of radio frequency and maybe Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. But we're going to get into this and see. So, boom. Nothing else in the box right there. Set that to the side. Travis the Translator. Bong. And this is what she looks like. So, looks like got a little paper right here. Move that out the way. And this is our unit right there. See, I'm going to pull this out, set it to the side, see what else we have in the box right quick. I'll just take this out, set that right there. Okay, open up. This guy is all over the place. Welcome to the world of Travis. Got a little instruction manual here and a couple languages. Obviously it's a translator, why not? And looks like a USB micro, is it micro USB or regular? Let's see. Hopefully it's C, but I doubt it. It's probably micro. Seems to be what everything is these days. Yep, micro USB charging cable. So USB to micro USB. So that's what kind of cable they provide to you. So I guess it can be charged on any peripheral. It doesn't have any kind of brick that comes with it. So plug it up to your laptop, whatever. I mean, I wish they had provided a little brick, but whatever. I mean, in this day and age, you don't need it. I'm not even going to use this because I have so many micro USB charging ports. Here goes the manuals, like I said before. Let's open them up. I know I normally don't like I don't like normally going through manuals, but I think in this case I'm going to have to. Looks like this is English and Spanish and Chinese. So I'm going to keep it on the English side. Bong, like that. If you want to pause that and read it for yourself. Let's see if we can get a little focus action going on there for you. Bong. So this is how you get it set up, I imagine. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this out because I know I'm probably going to need it to set it up. Here goes a more in-depth manual. So it's a lot more information. Looks like this one's okay. The first couple pages are English, and then it starts breaking off into, after page 7, it starts breaking off into other languages. So the first couple pages are in English, so that's going to be me. So I'm just going to fold that back because I don't need the rest. I'm going to stop there. Bong. Alright, so go ahead and pull this off. Pull the plastic off. Okay, that's just to pull it up, I imagine. Put that back in the box. Oh, it just ripped. It's unfortunate that it ripped, but whatever. Nice shiny fingerprint magnet. It's almost debated keeping that on there. Hopefully it'll come out with a screen protector or something for this. But bang, as you see right off the bat, bam, fingerprint right away. Okay, so this is what she looks like. On the front, Travis the Translator. Got some kind of directional navigation arrows. On the back, you got it looks like your power button right there. And then a SIM card slot. I don't know if this is actually a SIM or if it's a micro. It says SIM, so I imagine it probably does use some type of plan, which I hope to God it doesn't, because that would be unfortunate that you'd have to have a plan on this. But I imagine if you want to use it on the fly and use it at any time, you would need to have a SIM card in here. So I have to look into that. On the bottom here, you got your micro USB charging port and 3.5 millimeter jack for, you know, headphones. But I don't know how well you can see that. Bam, just like that. All right. So let me power it on, see if there's any juice. Do I just press it once or do I hold it? Okay, it looks like we have juice. First startup. Powered by Android. Okay, so there's Android operating OS on here. So that's nice to know. At least I'm familiar with that. Android is starting. Hi, hello, I'm Travis. Can you hear me? Okay, I guess this is English to whatever language that is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap it and say, hello, I'm Travis. Okay, so it translated into whatever language that is. I'm not sure what language that is. But let's see how to pick another language like Spanish or something that I am familiar with. Or even German. How to select a network. Okay, so I can hook up the Wi-Fi, so that's good. Switch on Wi-Fi first. Choose Wi-Fi from the list and enter password. Single tap, double tap. Physical click. Okay. Okay, double tap to set your network, double tap the up button. Okay, up Wi-Fi. Select to see available, turn Wi-Fi on. There's a Wi-Fi button. Where? Is this touchscreen here? No? Is there a Wi-Fi button anywhere on here? Okay. I'm figuring this out just like live, people. Oh, okay, I guess I just tapped the middle and that turned the Wi-Fi on. And now show my Wi-Fi networks. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is now that my Wi-Fi is on and oh, okay. All right, so now looks like okay. All right, let me pause it and try to get onto the Wi-Fi and then come back and then I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, we back in. I figured out. Okay, we move the arrow up and down, select the Wi-Fi network. It's constantly changing because as you're getting closer, instead of hard pressing, you're just tapping on it. And now it's asking for my password. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my password in and then come back in. Okay, we back in. It's obtaining Wi-Fi and it shows that I'm connected now. Bong, so now I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So I guess now we can just go ahead and come out of here. Now let's figure out how to select another language. Okay, view your history, network, choose a language. Double tap the left arrow or the right arrow. Okay, double tap the left arrow. Okay, so many languages. So now that's how you go through all your languages. Soft touching. Up, go back up. Okay. Now English for the first one. Double tap the right. And now I'm going to go to Spanish. Oh, I guess I could just hold the button down and that'd be faster. Bam. Spanish. Bam. English to Spanish. Okay, so now I press the button, tap the button to say something. I tap up for the volume, down for the volume. Okay. Heck. Okay, now let's get back to translating. This will work. Hello, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Okay, we're working now. How are you doing today?
¿Cómo estás hoy?
Okay, it says ¿Cómo estás hoy? Okay, now I'm going to say it in Spanish. Tap the other side. ¿Cómo estás hoy?
How are you today?
Oh, look at that, see? I wish the voice could be a little bit better, but, you know, it works for what it is. What is the weather going to be like tomorrow?
¿Cómo va a ser mañana?
Oh, okay. Now let's try saying it. ¿Cómo va a ser mañana?
How is going tomorrow?
Oh, see? So I missed out something there. I missed out whatever word for weather. But it's good to know that it works pretty good on the fly. Now I'm curious as to how well it works without the Wi-Fi on. I imagine that the Wi-Fi is just for, I know when I ordered this, they gave me the option of picking some languages that's going to automatically be already preloaded on here. But I know when you have the Wi-Fi or the data, you have access to every language. So that's a good thing to know. Now, what also came with this is a nice little, this carrying case. Get into that. So you can see what that's all about. This is a nice little nifty carrying case. So a little bumper case, whatever have you. I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, okay. Let's slide it on just like that, I guess, huh? I'm not saying anything. I can get it in here. I never had such a hard time getting a device in a case. And there we go. It's in there. Okay. So, this is, you know, let's see what it sounds like with the case on now. Now that I have the case on. Hello, I'm Travis.
Hola, soy Travis.
Okay, so the case does block some of the sound. You can feel it coming through. The sound definitely comes out of the back, and you can feel it vibrating through the case. So just know that. Let's tap it up once. Oh, you know what? My volume was down, so let's turn the volume back up and see. Maybe that has something to do with it. Let's try it again now. How do I get to Macy's?
¿Cómo llego a Macy's?
Okay, so it definitely was when I was putting the case on, I hit the volume down button some. So it's not the case. The case doesn't block any sound at all, so that's good to know. You can access the power button through the box. You see a little part right there. You can get the little power button, press it right there, so that's good with the case. It's definitely not a case you can put on your key ring, but it is a nice little nifty case. Keeps it from sliding out of your hands. So hopefully they'll come out with a screen protector of sorts for this, because as you can see, I've had this out for a couple minutes and it's already disgusting. But other than that, the instruction booklet's pretty easy to figure out. Everything is gestures on the keypad there, so I'm gonna say this is definitely easy to pick up and use. Hopefully it'll come out with an update so you can get some different voices and choose your own voices and stuff like that. That would be cool. But yeah, this is I'm very happy about this. I'm very happy that I backed this. I'm very happy it came out the way it was. Like I said, my only complaint that I have is the voice that they use. It could be a better voice. I mean, especially when you take a look at, because it is based off of Android. So if they were to use Google's voice, I mean, that's a nice voice, you know, or even like Siri or something, or even Amazon Alexa. You know, there's a nice voice there. You have three pretty mainstream voices that they could have used for this, and that would have been great. But being that it's Android, it would have made more sense to stick with Google. Shouldn't have been a problem there, but whatever. I'm happy nonetheless. I'm sure an update's going to be coming down the pike some point or other where you can change some voices and, you know, do some other cool things to it. So I'll be looking forward to that. But other than that, I'm going to say definitely if you're able to get your hands on one of these, it's a nice nifty thing to have, especially if you work in a field where you're dealing with a lot of different languages and you need to translate something on the fly, because Lord knows our phones never worked when we needed to work. And being that this is the only thing that this does, it's going to work all the time. Well, it should anyway. I'm just curious to see how long the battery life's going to be. So hopefully we get good battery life with this thing. But like it's micro USB, and there's a million of those everywhere in the world. So even if the battery runs out, I'm sure I can like throw it on for like 5 minutes and get it up and running long enough for me to get a little short conversation going. So that being said, I'm gonna definitely say cop this. I'll put the links in the description to Indiegogo and wherever else they have it. I can find it on the internet, and I'll try to find other links to it so you can buy it. Have different options, hopefully. And I definitely say to get this. Definitely get this. If this, you know, suits you, you know, lawyers, doctors, anyone who works with people in other languages on a regular basis, you need this. You definitely need this. So now there's another product by Waverly Labs that I had that's similar to this, where it's kind of like a Bluetooth earpiece. You put in your ear and then you put the other one in the other ear, and then you have conversation back and forth. When I saw the video for that, that was a cool idea, but I'm thinking this is kind of better because you not have to worry about putting your device in someone else's ear and then have to take it out, you have to clean it off, or even worse, you could forget that they had it in their ear and they walk off with it, and now they have half of your device, so now your device is useless because you only have half of it. So I'm thinking about just going ahead and canceling that, but who knows, I may decide to keep it. I don't know, we'll see. So with that being said, I'm Dapper Inez. This has been an official review of Travis the Translator, Indiegogo backed project. Dapper Inez, definitely cop that, and I'm out this piece. I'm out this piece.
Estoy fuera de esta pieza.